Hi everyone, Lisa Haven here. Well, everyone has been talking about Roseanne Barr in the news and the fact that her show has been canceled. But are they really revealing the true reason why her show has been canceled? Is it really about some kind of racist tweet against Valerie Jarrett? Well, I'm going to reveal the truth behind it all, and in the end, let you decide the true story of what's happening with Roseanne, because there's a ton more information that the mainstream lying media won't share with you. But before I do, I want to encourage you to check out my partner at Virtual Shield. It's hidewithlisa.com. It is a VPN. What a VPN does is scramble that IP address and direct it in another location. When you're Google searching on your computer, it hides everything you search, so the NSA and hackers don't know what you're looking for. So go to hidewithlisa.com if you want to check that out. All right, on to the tweet. Let's start from the very beginning. I'm going to throw the tweet up that Roseanne got accused of making a racist comment on. But as you can see, it was in response to a discussion on Twitter after Obama's senior advisor, Valerie Jarrett, was mentioned. Roseanne went on to say that Muslim Brotherhood and Planet of the Apes had a baby, and it equaled Valerie Jarrett. As a result of this tweet, liberals were outraged and started freaking out. She's a racist. She's talking bad about black people, blah, 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 blah. And let's fire and cancel her show. Interesting. But here's the thing. Here's a picture of Valerie Jarrett. I'm sure most of you already know what she looks like. But Roseanne said, in her defense, she said, well, I thought Valerie Jarrett was Persian, which is your Iranian. I believe she was born in Iran, along with Jewish. Now, Roseanne herself has Jewish heritage, so there you go. And it was an honest mistake to think that she was a mix between the two. But suddenly, everybody started claiming, well, she is African American. Well, Valerie Jarrett's father, as I'll throw here, is African American. Her mother is 1/4 African American, and a little bit of mix of French, Scottish, Native American, and one of her great-grandfathers was even Jewish, as far as Valerie Jarrett is concerned. But the truth of the matter is, what is the real reason that they're canceling her show? Was it because of some racist comment? I'm not quite sure that is the reason, and I'm going to show you why. The first thing here is just a few months ago, Roseanne came out hardcore in support of who? The President of the United States of America, who is in support of nationalism and an anti-New World Order agent. Check out this report, and this is from IndieWire, and it's put out January 8th of this year, and it says Roseanne Barr supports Donald Trump, and she doesn't care if you don't like it. She even went on to use the F word and say, hey, I don't care, Evan care, who cares if I like President Trump or not? And I say good, give her a big fat thumbs up for that, because it doesn't matter and it doesn't care. But simply because she came out in support of Trump, all of a sudden, ABC got upset and didn't like that fact alone. Very, very important fact to pay attention to. But to the point where right after the show, she got over 21 million views on her show. She even had a phone call with the President of the United States where they had very interesting discussion. Needless to say, what they're trying to do is make a tie. Look at this Trump supporter, Roseanne, who talked to the President of the United States, and they're both racist. They're racist. So anyone who comes out in support of President Trump and makes some proclaimed racist comment, all of a sudden they're all linked as a bad person. Now, I'm not saying I agree with what she tweeted, because I don't agree. It's a very bad joke. But at the same time, the mainstream media is purposefully tying the two together, I believe, in order to make Donald Trump and supporters of Donald Trump look like Nazis, look like the bad guy. Don't believe me? Well, let's check out a few people in the past who have done the exact same thing, and yet they get nothing. Check out this clip by Bill Maher, who calls the president an orangutan. Take a listen.
The color of his hair.
Yeah.
And the color of an orange orangutan is the only two things in nature of the same color. So,
is that what this picture is?
there you go.
Yeah.
I mean, unless he comes up with proof, I'm willing to offer $5 million to Donald Trump.
Not a single outrage from a liberal. Or how about this one from Wanda Sykes, who goes on to do, well, the same thing with the president, who has, well, a little bit of reddish hair. Take a listen to what she said.
I couldn't believe that Donald Trump won. I couldn't believe that we have elected an orangutan to run the country. I couldn't believe it. I was like,
or I got another one. How about this? How about all the countless number of pictures on the internet comparing, well, important people to monkeys, to orangutans, and to gorillas? It seems to be everywhere this day and age. Or how about this? How about the fact that Joy Behar went on to compare Christians to having a mental illness, something that she didn't even apologize for until not years, but weeks later. Take a listen to what she said.
I think what was interesting is that she said that Jesus tells Mike Pence things to say.
One thing to talk to Jesus. It's another thing when Jesus talks to you.
Exactly. Okay, well, that's different. That's different.
That's called mental illness, if I'm not correct.
But I think
hearing voices.
Well, they're allowed to bash a whole entire religious group and say that we have a mental illness. And she was talking specifically about Pence, but in general, Christians in general, but she wasn't fired. She's still able to have her job. Her show wasn't taken off the air. Oh no. How about Keith Oberman? Yeah, check out half of these tweets. Effing. I'm not even gonna read half of them because they're on the screen and you could read them, but he calls the president everything from a mother effer to a Nazi to everything under the sun. Yet he's allowed to stay on air. Is there really an agenda? One thing that all those people that I just mentioned to you, Keith Oberlin, Joy Behar, Bill Maher, Wanda Sykes, are all part of that liberal Democratic left. Oh yeah, but hey, if you're on a Republican slant or you're a conservative, well then all of a sudden you're an enemy. Or if you support Donald Trump in any way, then all of a sudden you're an enemy. I don't know about you, but I believe there's a little bit more of the story here and a little bit more of a motive. Now, I stated before, I don't like the tweet, I don't agree with the tweet, but needless to say, it's an honest mistake if you want to label it as such, and I believe the agenda really is making Trump supporters look racist. That's all it is. That's it. Anyhow, I'd love to get your comments and concerns. Subscribe to the channel. Give me a big fat thumbs up if you like what you heard and share it on all your social media outlets. It truly is the only way it gets out. Well, thanks again for tuning in. I'm Lisa Haven, signing out.